in Syria on an ISIS training camp. The president is expected to use the Iran nuclear deal in his speech with the UN as an example of what can be accomplished when the world works together. That deal is highly criticized in the U.S. Edward Lawrence, NBC News, Washington.
Thank you, Edward. And elsewhere around the nation this morning, a scary moment for Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina at a campaign event in Texas. Fiorina was speaking at the National Women's Business Conference in San Antonio when the backdrop fell to the ground. Several women rushed to shield Fiorina. No one was hurt. Fiorina made light of the situation, saying, quote, "I'm plenty enough, tough enough to be commander-in-chief." And finally, Pope Francis is back at the Vatican this morning after spending 6 days in the United States. That at times mixed politics with religion. At each stop, the pontiff was welcomed by hundreds of thousands, the faithful as well as non-believers, drawn to the leader of the world's Roman Catholics. Jay Gray followed the Pope during his tour and joins us this morning with a closer look at the historic visit.
Good morning. The cleanup continues this morning in downtown Philadelphia. Pope Francis gone now, but the impact of his historic 6-day U.S. visit will linger for quite some time.
The images are just like the moment, overwhelming. Downtown Philadelphia for the evening converted into a cathedral.
It's amazing, the love and the closeness. It's unbelievable how inspiring.
More than 800,000 celebrating Mass with the Holy Father.
He's a wonderful person, bringing a beautiful message.
Pope Francis began his 6-day American tour in the nation's capital, meeting with President Obama, then addressing a joint session of Congress, the first pontiff ever afforded that honor. He continued to deftly navigate the tightrope between politics and religion as he traveled to New York, speaking before the United Nations General Assembly. Francis addressing the most powerful leaders in the world, but still always taking time for the most vulnerable among us. It was those moments, face to face with the faithful, that will define his historic visit. A ready smile, a knowing glance, stopping his motorcade to bless the children. They were the times Francis seemed to cherish the most. Closing out his American tour in Philadelphia, focused on family, faith, and service, and offering one final blessing.
May God bless you all. God bless America.
The Pope's visit was an economic blessing for the city, officials saying it provided as much as $500 million in revenues for local businesses. In Philadelphia, I'm Jay Gray. Back to you.
Thank you, Jay. And still to come on News Center 1 today, we see how School of Mines students are celebrating M Week. That story and more coming up in just a minute. Stay with us. News Center 1 today. We'll be right back.
Come to McDonald's for a real breakfast freshly made in our kitchen, like the melt-in-your-mouth classic Egg McMuffin.
Don't miss the multi-million-dollar Overstock Savings event going on now at Furniture Row. You'll find special savings throughout on many clearance and discontinued items. Savings of 30, 50, even 60% while supplies last. Plus, outdoor living is marked down to our lowest prices of the year with savings up to 70%. And enjoy 4 years interest-free financing. It's the multi-million-dollar Overstock Savings event only at Furniture Row.
Looking for luxury? I've got it. Romantic custom home on 10 beautiful acres in the Harney Mountain Estates. Gourmet kitchen, custom fireplace, master suite with vaulted ceilings, wine refrigerator, tiled shower, and jetted tub are just some of the features. Enjoy your views of Harney Peak, only minutes from Hill City.
Call me, Stephanie Lean.
Because to us at VIP Properties, you are a very important person.
Tonight, the Emmy-winning voice is back, and the gloves are coming off. And get ready for a voice first.
My God!
Then, Blind Spot is the show that's captivating critics and viewers everywhere.
Why did someone erase her memory and send her to you?
Don't miss fall's #1 new show.
I know why my name is on her back.
New Blind Spot. After The Voice, you must see Monday on NBC.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Louis Storrs.
And welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Good Monday morning, everyone. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. We saw some showers and thunderstorms push through last night. Heading off to Phillip this morning, we're seeing the showers begin to move out. They're under mostly cloudy skies, 60 degrees right now in Phillip, and those wind speeds are calm. As we head off to Pine Ridge as well this morning, clear skies overhead, 61 degrees is where we're currently at. Now, where these temperatures are, these are pretty much going to be where our highs are throughout the day. It's going to be a cool day around the hills, and that's because this cold front that pushed through last night. Now, this is what kicked off a lot of those rain showers and the thunderstorms that we saw. Now, that's going to continue to slide off to the east, but behind that, we'll continue to see a few rain showers later on into the afternoon. Now, the high pressure will begin pushing in Tuesday night, moving into Wednesday. Wednesday looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. We're tracking this, though, this other low pressure along with this trough moving in from the southwest. We're going to be tracking that. That's going to start to bring us some more rain showers getting into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Also, some cooler temperatures are going to be moving in from the north as well. We'll take a look at that in the 7-day forecast. So let's zoom in just a little bit closer to see what we can expect for today. There's that cold front. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of a break from the rain over the next couple of hours. As we get later on into the morning, though, pushing into the afternoon, we're going to see some rain showers begin moving back in. These are going to stick with us pretty much off and on showers throughout the afternoon, moving into the evening and tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, expect clearing, mostly cloudy to cloudy skies by 2:30 p.m. An isolated rain shower or two is possible, but for the most part, we're going to clear it out, continuing to make way for a beautiful day on Wednesday. Mostly sunny skies with those temperatures anywhere from the lower to mid 70s. Now, as far as today goes, it's going to be much cooler. We are anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees above normal yesterday. For today, anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees below normal. 61 in Rapid City. Winds light out of the north, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, a few isolated showers are possible, but for the most part, it looks like we'll move those out, the showers out. 48 degrees will be the low. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer still on the cooler side, 66 for a high on your Tuesday with slow clearing as we get later on into the afternoon. It will be breezy, though. Tomorrow, winds out of the south could see gusts up to 25 miles per hour. The 7-day forecast, how about 77 on Wednesday, 72 on Thursday? But then there's that system moving in on Thursday night, pushing into Friday. It looks like we'll give us about a 50% chance of showers Thursday night and into Friday. How about those temperatures? Only 59 for a high on your Friday, 58 on Saturday. Then we'll make it back into the lower 60s by Sunday with a mix of sun and clouds overhead. ClickBigDeals.com, the current offer. Get $20 at Betty's Quiltery for just $10. This is a big savings of 50%.
All right, thanks, Louis. And a new wellness center opened on the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology campus Saturday afternoon.
That's right, a dedication and tour for the new Stephen D. Newland Family Student Wellness and Recreation Center took place Saturday. The center adjoins the King Center on the south end of campus.
And it offers over 24,000 square feet of new construction for students, including a fitness center, expanded cardio room and weight training areas, locker rooms, a rock climbing wall, and the two-court Fraser Gymnasium.
I think a lot of sense of pride. I think it brings a greater attractiveness to a great educational institution. Bringing kids today, students want a lot more than just an intellectual education. They want to go through this and learn about life and socialize and be well, be active, be mentally conditioned. And so I think it gives them an opportunity that they haven't had in the past to take care of themselves and to have a social life outside of just the classroom.
And that was Stephen Newland, a 1976 Mines graduate who gave $2 million towards the $8.9 million center. Construction was funded primarily by student fees.
Wow. And more from the School of Mines. This weekend, where homecoming week officially kicked off, and it was visible to all of Rapid City.
That's right. Students kicked off the homecoming week by participating in traditions that have been passed down for years.
The senior frosh picnic taking place at Dinosaur Park, freshmen wearing green beanie hats, and of course hoisting the M tarp over the Apatosaurus.
Yeah.
Signifying the official start of M Week.
Mine students painted an M on the dinosaur from 1885 until 2001, and since 2001 have covered it with a tarp instead.
It's a tradition. It's something that everybody can relate to. Any alumni that ever comes back to our school has the same homecoming traditions. And then, personally, everybody here is a bunch of different organizations, and the traditions bring everybody together. So everybody's like-minded, and Rocker Days is a time where everybody in the school can come together and have fun.
And the traditions don't stop there. Students painted 4 storefront windows in downtown yesterday, and there are many more festivities to come. Now, Lewis, I'm not a huge dinosaur verbiage type. The Apatosaurus, what was that?
I think it's Apatosaurus.
Apatosaurus?
That's the big one. That's the big one you can see from.
That's the big guy?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Okay. See, I thought he was like a brontosaurus or something.
No, I don't know. I think it's the Apatosaurus.
So I'm glad you had to say that one and not me.
And now it's covered with the tarp.
There you go. He's covered.
He's covered.
He's going to stay warm.
He is.
For these cool
it's
temperatures.
It's starting to get cold. Has a little blanket on.
That's right. And coming up on News Center 1 today, we check in with Monica Davis, who took a ride-along with the Rapid City Police Department. That story and more coming up in just a bit. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's Ford SUV season. Now just sign and go with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment, hassle-free. Choose from Ford Escape, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition, every SUV. Ford makes it easier for you to be unstoppable during SUV season. Now lease a 4-wheel drive Escape for just $279 a month with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment. Only at your local Ford stores.
Prost! Join us at Main Street Square for Beer Bourse, our annual beer festival on Saturday, October 3rd from noon to 6 p.m. Sponsored by 605 Magazine. Take part in a beer stock exchange at the Black Hills Beer Beverage Garden. Enjoy a ticketed tasting of more than 60 craft beers and check out the Ale Writers Homebrew. Plus, polka to the Happy Wanderers. For details and tasting tickets, visit MainStreetSquareRC.com.
Save big on everyday essentials from Procter & Gamble at Menards. Whiten and freshen a healthy, beautiful smile with Crest toothpaste. All Crest toothpaste is on sale. Right now, select Crest toothpaste is just $2.99. Power your everyday devices with Rayovac alkaline batteries. They offer long-lasting, dependable power and have a 10-year shelf life. Choose from a 48-pack of double or a 48-pack of AAAs. Only $6.99 each after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Any of these 3 won't satisfy like our one. The second-to-none foot-long Subway steak and cheese. Sizzling steak, topped with melty cheese, and always on freshly baked bread. The heartiest appetites are no match for the Subway steak and cheese.
And welcome back to News Center 1 today. Well, for many of us, getting in a police cruiser would be considered not such a great experience. But for News Center 1's Monica Davis, it was an eye-opening experience. Monica is live in the studio this morning telling us about her time spent with the police department. Good morning, Monica.
Good morning. Thank you, Anya. That's right. I hopped in a cop car to ride along with Officer Luke Lang, who showed me what the life of a cop is like under the stars.
Once the sun goes down and darkness sets in, the Rapid City Police get a different view of the city.
When the sun goes down, it seems like the alcohol consumption increases and kind of naturally our calls for service increase as well.
Officer Lang has been with the Rapid City Police Force for 2 years now, and just like all officers, has already been put in life-threatening situations.
Well, I was involved in an officer-involved shooting last summer. When somebody has a gun in your face and is in the midst of firing off rounds, yeah, that's pretty scary, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it.
With break-ins, traffic stops, robberies, and drunk drivers, the night certainly isn't boring for Officer Lang.
The worst part is not having enough officers to respond to all the calls for service. It's frustrating, so there's a lot going on, and a lot of these calls are priority type calls that need an officer there immediately or as soon as possible, and we don't have the manpower to respond to it. That's the most frustrating.
Officer Lang also told me that he works a shift that goes from the afternoon into the early hours of the night, so he really gets to see that action go from day to night. I've done a ride-along before, but it was in the morning, so with this particular ride-along, I really got to see how busy our police officers can get in the evening. Coming up later, I'll have Lieutenant John Olson in studio to talk about his experience on the force. You're watching News Center 1 Today. We'll be right back.
$5 off your choice of hand-trimmed, juicy sirloin, perfectly marbled ribeye. Our finest filet mignon steaks all day, every Sunday. Come in and try the best steak in the hills for $5 off. Shooter's Woodfire Grill, 2424 West Main, Rapid City.
Find your new job with USA Job TV. Engage with the call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com or text SYF14 to 90206. See all Synchrony financial positions at usajobtv.com.
Sometimes your home comes together perfectly. Every aspect beautifully placed, every detail expertly crafted. And sometimes when you get no interest for 30 months or savings up to $500 on HGTV home flooring by Shaw, everything just seems to fall into place.
At Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
The model year closeout is on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of GMCs with over 100 Sierras, Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, Duramaxes, and RMDs in stock. Get $10,000 in savings on GMC Sierra and drive a new Buick for only $299 a month with no money down. Don't miss the model year closeout on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer.
Handmade fresh Florentine flatbread with fresh spinach, homemade bruschetta, and creamy artichoke sauce. Or Italia with rich homemade red sauce, fresh roasted red peppers, sausage, pastrami, and pepperoni. A half flatbread with your choice of fresh garden salad or fresh daily soup. Taste the difference at Shooter's Woodfire Grill, Rapid City.
Coming up on News Center 1 today, a Hollywood blockbuster tells the story of one of the bloodiest eras in organized crime. One local woman had a ringside seat to that history as she watched her own husband become a target of mob violence. Shad Olson has the story. Then, analysts say there's no need to panic quite yet, but say too many Americans are behind on getting a retirement plan in place. More from NBC's Chris Clackham. And the Surgeon General has made a call to action on walkability in communities. More on the local group taking action here in Rapid City that has many groups on board for improved sidewalks. Monday, September 28th, 2015.
You're watching News Center 1 Today with Anya Mueller, meteorologist Louis George, and Monica Davis.
And good Monday morning, everyone. Beautiful look at the sky there. Sun's starting to peek out now. I'm Anya Mueller.
I'm Louis George, and I am having a good time this morning.
Yeah,
that song was perfect.
That was a beautiful shot.
And I love that sunrise. It's so nice because you start out, you don't really see it all that much, being in the studio here. But it's like, you start out so dark and then the sun's coming up. Just a beautiful shot right there.
Yeah, and the storm kind of woke me up this morning, I guess it would have been.
Yeah, some lightning and thunder. I enjoyed it though. I like
the
sleeping with the thunder
You
and
do?
the rain. Oh, I love it.
How can you sleep through that? I can't.
I don't know. It helps
I'm
me
just
sleep.
such a light sleeper. I can't do it.
Well, it wakes me up, but then I'm like, oh, it's raining.
Yeah.
And then I'm sad when I have to get out of bed. But before that.
But I guess the rain is good, though. I guess we could always use the
Rain's
rain.
good. Now, this weekend, Anya, you did a little clogging.
I did.
Down at the Buffalo Roundup.
And it was hot on Saturday.
How did it go down there?
It was good. It was breezy.
Yeah?
You know, but it was a nice crowd.
Did y'all clog the fishing in the dark?
We did not. We haven't done that one.
You should bring that up.
Should bring it back.
You should bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on this weekend. Obviously, the Buffalo Roundup, the Pumpkin Festival at Main Street Square.
That's right.
And then I was just a few miles from you. We went to Sylvan Lake on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
But unfortunately, I wasn't able to come down and see you guys clog.
Oh, yeah. Boo. Someone probably videotaped it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can see it next time.
That's right.
time. But as far as I do have a couple pictures to show
fun.
though, because we did go to Sylvan Lake, like I said, and here's just one of the pictures there. I love this
that's
area.
pretty.
Yeah, kind of hiked up a little ways, looking down. So beautiful, beautiful day on Saturday. But like you said, a little bit warm. And then there's another one that's Christine and Heath doing a little stand-up paddleboarding.
There's like little minis in there.
They're just little, look like little Lego people, little ant people on the lake. But yeah, it's some stand-up paddleboarding. You did yoga. Remember when you did that?
I did. That was the challenge.
Yeah, we didn't do. I haven't tried yoga on it yet, but very, very nice day on Saturday. However, Rapid City, we got up into the upper 80s. We're going to see much cooler temperatures though move in as we get later on, or at least for today, and pushing later on into the week as well. What is your bus stop forecast look like? Well, a jacket and an umbrella will be a good idea for today. We'll be 56 degrees heading off to school, only 60 degrees coming home from school with those scattered rain showers really pushing throughout the day. It looks like we'll get a little break from them over the next couple hours here, but they'll move back in late morning, pushing into the afternoon. Your Monday planner is going to show 57 by 9 a.m., 57 also by noon, 60 degrees by 3 p.m. Winds light out of the north, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures a little bit of a roller coaster, going to go down, up, back down again. We'll look at all those details here in just a little bit. And moving on, a Hollywood blockbuster tells the story of one of the bloodiest eras in organized crime, a time of warfare between Irish and Italian crime syndicates in Boston in reign of the Irish mob boss, Whitey Bulger.
One local woman had a ringside seat to that story as she watched her own husband become a target of mob violence that would ultimately bring their family to the safety and seclusion of the Black Hills.
Shad Olson sat down with Carol Simpson to hear the remarkable story now depicted in the Johnny Depp movie Black Mass.
No. You said to me this is a family secret, and you gave it up to me, boom.
For Carol Simpson of Rapid City, they seem memories of another lifetime. Images now depicted in the Johnny Depp movie Black Mass.
An alliance between me and the FBI. No, between you and me.
Events that Carol Simpson watched play out in Flesh and Blood.
John, do you know what I do to rats? It ain't ratting. I can help you.
Yeah, after all these years, it almost seems unreal, but I did live through it, of course.
In 1960s era Boston, Carol Simpson was Carol Fitzgerald, married to Boston defense attorney John Fitzgerald Jr., a man literally caught in the crossfire of the mob war between the Irish and Italian families.
Boom!
Fitzgerald was defense attorney for this man, Joe the Animal Barbosa, one of the most notorious and brutal hitmen for the Italian mob. In 1967, Barbosa was arrested and imprisoned on a concealed weapons charge. What happened next would set in motion a chain of events that would nearly kill the man she loved.
They put him in jail and then in prison for carrying concealed weapons. And his family, the mafia brothers, so-called brothers, did not come to him and get him out. So he turned against them.
Instead of pulling strings to get Barbosa out of trouble, the Italian family disowned him, an act of betrayal that would turn Barbosa into snitch and star witness against the Italian families, marking his attorney, John Fitzgerald, a target for death.
He was going to go to his parents' house for dinner that night, and he got out to his car, and he got in the car, and he turned on the ignition, and the bomb went off. The end result was that he lost one leg, and the other leg was shot. And he was killed. 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 And he was k broken at the ankle. And so he could not actually walk out of the car.
After surviving the bombing and testifying against the mob from a wheelchair, it became clear the Fitzgeralds would never again be safe in Boston, moving to South Dakota in 1972.
So we really didn't want to come here, and we thought it was temporary, but then we found out it was permanent. So I'm glad it was permanent because this is a beautiful place too.
In the wake of the 1972 flood, John would work with the Small Business Administration and eventually become a circuit court judge. Their son John becoming prosecutor and Lawrence County State's attorney since 1990. 40 years later, still marveling at the harrowing events that changed the course of their lives, now depicted in a movie that Carol says is remarkably true to life.
What I knew about their activities was brought out, and I thought the actor who played Bulger was absolutely right on the mark. What I knew about them, what I knew about him, Whitey Bulger, this actor really played it. I think he played it to the hilt.
Look at his face.
And after 31 years of marriage, Carol and John Fitzgerald divorced in 1985. She became Carol Simpson, marrying Frank Simpson in 2003. Wow, local tie to that.
Yeah, very good story. A very cool story. It's kind of interesting to see that side of it. And I haven't seen the movie yet, but I know that it's topped at the box office this weekend. I'm gonna have to definitely go down there and try to see that.
It's very intense. All right, more news and weather on the way. We'll be right back.
They come from different worlds, each with a particular set of skills. Midco Extreme Internet, Midco Preferred Cable. Agents on a not-so-secret mission to save the world from slow internet and bad cable. But at only $89 a month for 12 months, there's a price on their heads. Don't miss this blockbuster event. Click happiestdevices.com.
Betty's Quiltery is a family-owned business right here in Rapid City, where beautifully handmade quilts are created just for you. We are a one-stop shop for everything that pertains to quilts and offer quality fabrics, wool embroidery, unique designs, endless supplies, and the personal attention that doesn't exist in commercial fabric or quilting stores. From beginner to experienced quilters, we offer quilting kits as well as classes to help you find the inspiration or get started on a new quilt project. Stop in today to pursue our selections. We guarantee you won't be disappointed.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
Welcome to Deadwood's newest and only Las Vegas-style buffet, the Silverado Grand Buffet at Deadwood's Top of the Town Casino.
We've started from scratch and spared no expense in offering our guests the best food in Deadwood.
Over 80 feet of delicious buffet, made to order live food stations, wood-fired pizza, desserts, and salad bars. And of course, all the crab you can crack and prime rib you can eat on Friday and Saturday nights.
Come join me for the best food in town, only at the Silverado Franklin.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Louis Storrs.
And welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Good Monday morning, everyone. 58 right now at Faith. We're 57 in Rapid City, 58 in Sturgis, 54 in Spearfish. So not a bad start to the morning. A few clouds overhead. 60 in Phillip. We're also at 60 in Interior. We'll zoom out to take a regional look. We can see the cooler temperatures located to our north and west. 40 in Glasgow, just 51 in Billings, 52 in Sheridan. So here's where the 40s are. This is where that cooler air is. And that looks like, for the most part, that'll stay located to our north and west. We will be still seeing temperatures below normal both today and tomorrow. As far as your radar goes, well, it looks like the heaviest rain along with those thunderstorms has moved off to the east. They're slowly starting to dissipate this morning. Behind it, starting to clear out the skies just a little bit. Mostly cloudy skies overhead. However, as we get later on into the morning, we'll see a few more showers begin pushing back in as well. By this afternoon, we'll just be at 58 in Rapid City, 67 in Billings, 66 in Fargo, 81 in Omaha. So we can see where the front side of that cold front is, or the warm side of it. Temperature still in the 80s. Behind it, only in the 50s and the 60s. A little bit warmer tomorrow. Average 70 degrees will once again be below that. 62 by 3 p.m. in Rapid City, 61 in Fargo, 68 in Omaha, 60 there in the Twin Cities. So here's that cold front. That's what kicked off the showers and thunderstorms last night. By this afternoon, we'll stop this at 3 p.m. We can see a few more scattered rain showers, maybe a clap of thunder or two, but it looks like for the most part, we'll just be dealing with those scattered showers. Then by tomorrow morning, we'll see a few clouds overhead. Slow clearing though, pushing into the afternoon. Expect by the afternoon, mostly cloudy to partly sunny skies. A few isolated showers are possible, but high pressure is really going to help start to clear out those skies, making way for a beautiful day on Wednesday. Plenty of sunshine, mostly sunny skies overhead. Notice this group of clouds right here. This is going to be another system pushing into the hills starting on both Thursday night, moving into Friday, giving us another chance of rain. We'll look at that here in the 7-day forecast in just a minute. Black Hills area forecast on your Monday shows 61 in Rapid City, 56 in Custer, 55 for a high in Spearfish. It looks like Pine Ridge will be the warm spot at 67 degrees. Winds light out of the north, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, a few showers possible. Then we will see mostly cloudy skies. 48 degrees will be that low, so it will be a pretty cool evening. Tomorrow, slow clearing by the afternoon. So a few showers early, then we'll see those slow clearing. 66 degrees will be our high. Also a bit breezy. Winds out of the south, 5 to 15 miles per hour. We could see a gust up to 20, even 25 miles per hour on your Tuesday. 7-day forecast is going to show that beautiful day on Wednesday. Mostly sunny skies with a high temperature of 77, 72 on Thursday as that other system moves in, dropping our temperatures quite a bit moving into Friday and Saturday. 59 on Friday, 58 on Saturday. It looks like after today, our next best chance of seeing any rain will come Thursday evening, pushing into Friday afternoon. ClickBigDeals.com, the current offer. Get $20 at Betty's Quiltery for just $10. This is a big savings of 50%. Anya.
Well, the Surgeon General has made a call to action regarding walkability in communities, and one group is taking action right here in Rapid City. Live Well Black Hills is a health and wellness coalition working on making our communities healthier. They're focusing on getting people outside walking or bicycling to school, work, and play, but a lack of sidewalks in older and newer neighborhoods is making safety an issue, especially for certain populations, such as the visually impaired. Those with visually impairments follow certain sidewalk rules to walk safely on their own. But for that, first of all, they need sidewalks.
How could Logan have, gotten to the YMCA and back to his school without sidewalks? It would be, very dangerous and extremely difficult. And then think about, kids going to school without sidewalks and without these ways that bicycles and pedestrians can get places. It's going to be a crisis, really.
Members of Live Well Black Hills plan to attend the National Walkability Conference in Washington, D.C., where they will meet with the Surgeon General and bring back new ideas on how to improve our community's walkability. And it's hard to believe the holidays are just around the corner, but businesses are already getting geared up. The U.S. Postal Service is in need of more workers in South Dakota for the upcoming holiday season. They plan to hire 58 people. The Postal Service says additional clerks, carriers, and mail handlers are needed at processing facilities in Sioux Falls, Rapid City, Huron, and Chamberlain. The seasonal workers are needed from November 14th through January 8th. And the Postal Service says some positions may lead to permanent employment. And still to come on News Center 1 today, Monica is live in studio with the Rapid City Police Department. That story and more as we go to break, a live look of outside Rapid City. We'll be right back.
Spearfish is a focal point for tourism, is rich in history, arts and entertainment, and is a retail trade center.
Visit these great downtown shops in Spearfish, South Dakota.
The historic Matthews Opera House and Art Center is the cultural hub of Spearfish. With a regional art gallery, community theater, and live musical entertainment, it has something to delight everyone. Get more details at MatthewsOpera.com.
West River Studio, where everyone can express themselves through art. You're invited. Classes in silversmithing, jewelry design, unique crafts, afternoon and evening sip and paints. West River Studio, Jackson Boulevard, Spearfish.
Dana Dental Arts is a family-run business that focuses on the dental needs of you and your entire family. They offer full-service dental and cosmetic dentistry as well as complete smile reconstruction in a warm and caring environment. Spearfish Water Park has pools and slides for all ages. Located off I-90 at exit 10, open 12 to 7 daily. Call today or visit the website at spearfishreccenter.com.
With Spearfish's resort-like natural setting, enjoy exploring downtown Spearfish and discover everything it has to offer for the whole family.
This is it. Fisher's All Out Clear Out ends Monday. All odds and ends 10 sale items have been moved indoors for one final day of red-hot furniture bargains for your home. Shop Monday 9 to 8 and save up to 75% and more on odds and ends sofas, recliners, bedrooms, mattress sets, and so much more. Plus buy with 3 years no interest. If you missed shopping the 10, then this is your last chance. One final day. Monday 9 to 8, where prices are slashed. Inside all 3 Fearless Fisher stores on West Main and Rapid City.
Learn to feel safe with and against weapon attacks with Marshall Blade Concepts. Learn the real self-defense ability to immediately and decisively stop an assailant from continuing their attack. This world-renowned defense system is coming to Rapid City, Mondays at 6 p.m. at the Sonana Karate Club, 1019 Farlow Avenue. Marshall Blade Concepts is an edged weapon system specifically designed to meet the needs of today's concerned citizen and armed professional. Register now by calling Ben Geary at 605-545-1397.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Well, earlier I showed you the ride-along that I took with a night shift police officer, Luke, and I'm joined this morning with Lieutenant John Olson, who is also with the Rapid City Police Force. Now, go ahead and tell me how long you have been with the Rapid City Police.
I've been a police officer for 21 years, and it's been a great career. I moved here out of college, and then just started my job as a police officer when I was like 23.
Okay, so that's a pretty long run for you. Now, how long have you been doing the night shift?
I'd say throughout my career, I would say 14 of my 21 years. Okay. I spent a stint as a detective. I was a sergeant on another shift for a little bit, but for the most part, the majority of my career has been spent on nights because I really just I love the night shift. I like the action and I think that just my body clock works very well on the night shift. So
especially now that you're used to it.
Yeah, and you get used to it, and then it's hard to switch off to other shifts as well.
I bet. Now, earlier in my story, Officer Luke has said that the most frustrating part about working evenings is that whenever you really get backed up and busy, there isn't enough officers for you. So do you resonate with that, or do you think that there's another thing that's really frustrating?
I mean, there's just so many different aspects of that. It's one thing is that hiring people is difficult in a time right now where a lot of times police officers aren't seen as the best career. Just because of how much scrutiny it gets from different people, different groups, sometimes the media, and so that's not easy. Also, just hiring people is a long process. The training is really difficult and takes many months. We're looking at 9-10 months before we can even go from when you started your training to ending your training, and then you're a viable option as a police officer on your own. So it just takes a long time, and so we're always seem like we're in a hiring cycle. Absolutely. And so when you're always in a hiring cycle, you don't have the people out on the street like you'd like to have.
Absolutely, I understand. Now I will counteract that and ask you, what is your favorite part about being a police officer, especially on the evening?
Well, the one thing that's really great is that you get to help people that can't help themselves, and that's a great feeling when you can kind of come in and help and save the day for someone, and it's a great feeling. The camaraderie with all the police officers, the excitement and the action is a lot of fun. So you can't downplay that part. It really is a fun job, and I'm glad that I've done it. It's awesome.
Absolutely, and we would all be lost without our police force. So stay with us. Thank you for joining us, Lieutenant Olson. We've appreciated you coming in so early.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, stay tuned to News Center 1 Today. We'll be back after this short break.
Welcome to High Country Guest Ranch,
where Western and Native American cultures unite.
Spacious log homes and camping cabins wait your arrival in the heart of the beautiful Black Hills. Close to Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, it is the perfect place for your Black Hills vacation. The High Country Outdoor Theater is the summer home of Brûlée, the #1 Native American show in the country. The popular Circle B Chuck Wagon is serving up tasty cowboy dinners and Western harmonies. Come on out for an afternoon trail ride, an evening show, or spend the weekend with us. We'd love to have you.
This homecoming, our Eagles take on the Faith Longhorns. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
Walt Dairy Queen says, go, fight, win! From all of us at Ann's Motel, good luck, Eagles.
Wall Subway says, go get 'em, Eagles.
Wall Building Center and Construction says, good luck this season.
Show your team spirit and cheer on your Eagles at Homecoming, October 2nd at 7 p.m.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing, best V8 horsepower, and has Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year?
Ram.
Chevy.
What do you think?
A Ford.
Here's the answer. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
Chevy.
It's Truck Month. Now qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus find your bonus tag and get $4,000 cash allowance on select Silverado 1500 crew cabs in stock.
See your Heart of the West Chevy dealer today.
Any of these three won't satisfy like our one. The second-to-none foot-long Subway steak and cheese. Sizzling steak, topped with melty cheese, and always on freshly baked bread. The heartiest appetites are no match for the Subway steak and cheese.
Next August, the 2016 Olympic Games, live from Rio.
Watch the 2016 Olympics right here on News Center 1.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Well, here's a look at consumer news for your Monday morning. 1 in 3 families struggles with not having enough diapers. This week is Diaper Need Awareness Week, an initiative of the National Diaper Bank Network to get diapers to families in need. Healthy Mom and Baby magazine is working with the National Diaper Bank Network and asking individuals to help nurses meet a campaign goal of collecting 100,000 diapers. Huggies will match every diaper donation to the campaign, which runs through Sunday, October 4th. Monetary donations can be made online at diaperdrive.org. Just click on Donate Dollars. Every dollar donated buys 6 diapers at wholesale. You can also visit a diaper bank in your area and donate a box of diapers. But if you do, be sure to go online at diaperdrive.org to add your donation to the national tally. And a study by home improvement retailer Lowe's finds 63% of consumers with lawns and yards across the U.S. have experienced a breach of yard etiquette by a neighbor. Millennials were found to be the most likely group to commit yard etiquette offenses, like blowing leaves into a neighbor's yard and leaving them there. 34% of millennials have broken that golden rule, but while they may break the rules, they're also making some with good intentions. Millennials were found to be the group most likely to lend a hand and mow a neighbor's lawn. And finally, analysts say there's no need to panic quite yet, but too many Americans are woefully way behind on getting at least a modest retirement plan in place. Details now from NBC's Chris Clackham.
A new report that 30 million Americans tapped their retirement savings for an emergency within the past year follows another report, also from Bankrate.com, that another 10% haven't contributed anything to their savings for at least the last 2 years.
There are millions of Americans that are behind on their retirement savings. So
Bankrate's Greg McBride says the report also found that 21 million Americans aren't saving for retirement at all.
If you're not yet saving 10% for retirement, you need to get there pronto.
More the older you are, signing up for a workplace saving plan or contributing to an IRA or both, with a specific target percentage in mind.
The next big hurdle for a lot of people is they have to save more aggressively. You can't be saving 3% of your income for retirement and think that this is going to get you where you need to be.
including a company match. He says putting aside 15% for the golden years should be golden. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
All right, and as we go to break, a live look of Rapid City outside. Make sure to join us after the break. Lewis will have your forecast next. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Right now at Furniture Row, you'll find special deals throughout on many clearance and discontinued items, with savings up to 70% and 4 years interest-free financing. It's the multi-million-dollar Overstock Savings event only at Furniture Row.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Accord. The Accord is the best-selling midsize car in America, which makes sense because it's also the best value. And the Accord is loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Accord during the Honda for You sales event.
$160,000 miles. That's on average how often you'll use your car insurance. But what if you could get help with more often? And you could also get reunited with your keys, save a couple of bucks on clothes or at restaurants, even get rescued roadside. You can when you're a member and your insurance is AAA. Insurance that's not just insurance.
For years, he's been the most wanted criminal, but now she is.
You murdered the Attorney General. You will be hunted down.
There's two ways this ends. You come up hands raised, or we come down guns raised.
This journey isn't over yet.
What do you think?
The Blacklist premieres Thursday 9/8 Central, followed by The Player on NBC.
If you're looking to upgrade to a better night's sleep, look no further than Denver Mattress. Save big on our factory direct special Summit Queen mattress, just $199. Better tomorrows start tonight at Denver Mattress, your adjustable bed headquarters.
Good morning. Coming up on Today, we're live at the UN for President Obama's major speech this morning and his face-to-face with Russia's President Vladimir Putin. Then on Rawson reports dangerous manhole explosions, a lot of them caught on camera. This morning, Jeff goes underground to show you why they happen and what's being done to stop them. Got those stories, and we're talking to some of the biggest names in Hollywood, Matt Damon, Charlize Theron, and John Stamos, when we see you on Today.
All right, thank you, Savannah. And here's a lighter moment from the Pope's visit to the U.S.
That's right. The Holy Father blesses a holy child in Philadelphia, one who tickled his fancy and his funny bone.
Yeah, most parents can only pray and hope the Pope's security plucks their child from a crowd for a blessing, but divine inspiration struck one family addressing the baby as a pint-sized pontiff.
It earned the tot a trip to the Pope-mobile as Pope Francis wound through Philadelphia.
The security guard passed along a papal message telling the woman the Pope says she has a sense of humor. Wow.
Well, you know,
now that's one way to get in.
Well, with so many people there, you know what do you got to do? You got to find a way to stand out.
Yes, you do. That is true.
A lot of parents, you know, would love the Pope to get their baby, give him a kiss. So, so what do you got to do? You got to make him
dress
stand
him
out.
like a mini Pope.
You got to make him stand out somehow.
That's a mini me.
And those
I'm going to give him a kiss.
It worked.
It did.
Worked. Very cool.
I should have brought my dog and dressed him like that. Rocky as the Pope. There you go.
I don't know if you kiss Rocky.
Not you would kiss Rocky.
You would kiss Rocky.
He's so cute, though. Come on. You've
Little
seen
Rocky,
him.
he is pretty
You've
cute.
seen
I'll
him.
give it to you. He is pretty cute.
Okay.
What does your weather look like for today? 61 will be our high here in Rapid City. Cloudy and cool, scattered rain showers as we move throughout the day. For tomorrow, a little bit warmer, a few showers in the morning, then we'll see slow clearing by the afternoon. Also, a little bit breezy, winds out of the south 5 to 15 miles per hour with a gust into the 20s. It is possible, beautiful on Wednesday with a high temperature of 77, 72 on Thursday, much cooler on both Friday and Saturday, 59 Friday, 58 on Saturday. That is all the time that we have this morning. Thank you for joining us and have a great rest of your Monday.
That's right. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.